Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Borman Forster Fields on a Friday night for some Central Lyon baseball as they are hosting the cross-county rival George Little Rock, one of the cross-county rivals. And they played the other one last night, and that was West Lyon. Lions unfortunately fell short in that one. They rallied for 3 runs in the 7th inning, but could not finish the deal, lost 5-3. Brant Bookout pitched a really good game, 5 1/3 innings, only 1 earned run, 5 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. And for the offense came in late, as I said. Gable Seaperta had an RBI, or 2-run double, and an RBI single for Mitch Van Beek. That was the scoring for the Lions last night. Ryan Metzger scored, Zed Hymanson scored, and Colton Buss scored. Right now we are at the pregame of this show, but before we get things going, I am going to play an interview that I had with Coach Docker after the loss last night. And excuse a little bit poor audio quality. My recorder was not doing the best job last night. So here's Coach Docker from last night after the loss to West Lyon.
So, Coach, obviously a big game with West Lyon, rivals and everything that goes with that. Pretty close game for the most part. And then that's 6th inning, they scored 3 runs. But you guys kept battling as they were able to pull up 3 runs themselves in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, West Lyon's a good team. You play good teams. You got to be really fine with your game. Not a lot of room for errors. And fortunately, we just had 1 too many miscues. So, we weren't very good in the bunt game. We had a base running mistake. We had a key error, key pass ball. And when you play good teams like West Lyon, you just can't do that. I liked a lot of things that we did tonight. Again, West Lyon's a really good team. I admire the heart that our guys showed in that last inning there to get the tie-in run at second base with a chance to tie and even win the winning run at first base. So, there's a lot of things for us to feel good about tonight, but we still have things that we got to get better at.
Brant on the mound for you again. Did really well again for the most part, and kind of ran out of gas towards the end there, but again, a pretty solid start.
Yeah, I was really happy with a lot of things Brant did. When Brant's consistent in the zone, there's not a lot of guys in the conference better than him. Again, we just had a walk, and then we gave up a pass ball, we had a key error, right? And all those things unfortunately happened right there in the same inning where they got those 3 runs. And so we just got to, again, be more fine with what we do, especially playing good teams like West Lyon.
Hitting-wise, Coach, it kind of seems like you guys have been inconsistent at times to get a big win against New Central, then you kind of went off a little bit against Okoboji, then you get another big win. Hitting-wise, are you just kind of looking for consistency right now?
Yeah. A lot of that depends on who's on the mound for the team. The higher kid's pretty good for West Lyon, so we faced 3 pretty tough pitchers this year, and our bats weren't very good tonight to start, right? And ultimately, guys kept grinding, and we put a lot of good at bats together in that 7th inning, which was good to see. We just need to make our adjustments quicker. We can't wait till our 3rd and 4th at bat to get our timing down. We need to pick that up, hopefully 2nd round through the lineup. But again, we're kind of a work in progress. Right? I think that we're going to still develop into a pretty good ball club, but again, we just got to get some more at-bats under our belt, and we got to be more fine with what we're doing.
What would you tell your team heading into kind of another rivalry with George Little Rock tomorrow night?
Yeah, I told them first off that I liked a lot of what I saw tonight. West Lyon to me is hands down the favorite to win the conference, and we went toe-to-toe with them tonight. So a lot of positives to take from tonight, and hopefully that kind of carries over tomorrow to another crosstown rival, and a team hopefully will go out and be focused right from the first pitch.
Thank you, Coach.
What's Kasasa? It's like never getting surprised by an ATM fee. Bank local and will refund your ATM fees nationwide. Ask for free Casasa checking at Frontier Bank.
And that was Coach Docker interview from last night's game. Last night's loss 5-3 to the Wildcats for the Lions. Tonight they play George Little Rock, who has 2 wins on the season and 5 losses. They lost their last game, also played West Lyon on Wednesday in George. Lost that one 16-1. The Lions come in with a record of 2-4 on the season, losing, as I said last night, their last game 5-3 to West Lyon. We'll get into statistics later on for each team as they come up to bat and so on. But here are the starting lineups. First of all, for the Mustangs, Dalton Van Briesen catching, Caleb DeCam in center field, Matt Matuska pitching, Brent Klingenberg, that's Nathan Klingenberg. Lucas Nagel playing left field, Nick Engveld playing right field, Al Eikens playing short, Josh Haken, the DH, will be playing DH for Cole Reersma, and the second baseman is Johnson batting ninth. That is Blake Johnson. For the Lions, it'll be Jaden Baker pitching, Mitch Van Beek at center, Siepert at third, Van Wise short, Baker pitching, Book out at first, left field Huseman, second baseman Metzger, catcher right, and right field Zed Hymanson. We'll come back with the starting of the game after this.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields and towns. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons in 2 years. Oh, the roots run deep as we grow our family. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way you want to be.
Premier Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Lester Feed and Grain is your locally owned elevator. It's that time of year again. Time to start thinking about your 2017 seed orders. Neil at Lester Feed and Grain is happy to visit with you about DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and Stein products. As every farming operation is unique, so are the genetics and traits that you need for each acre. Remember, Lester Feed and Grain will be accepting soybeans at our Edna location this harvest season.
The key to victory in sports starts with a good offense, which goes along with a great defense. This concept also applies to income taxes. The best way to make sure you're properly completing the many tax forms required and to ensure you're reporting all your income and claiming all allowable deductions is to take your information to a professional. Hi, this is Carmen at DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants. We can also help you with anything that has to do with accounting. We are located in Rock Rapids and Laverne, or find us on the web at denoblepc.com.
Hi, Gable Siepert here, steeplechase national champion and state champion in the 2-mile. I'm here to let you in on one of the secrets to my success.
Hey, Gable.
Hi, Katie. Chiropractic care works hand in hand with my training to make sure I'm performing at my best.
Come on back, Gable.
As former athletes, Dr. Hofer and Dr. Weber have the experience and understanding to know the stresses we athletes face. They are committed to making sure their athletes perform and function at their best. Lyon County Chiropractic is my natural choice in healthcare because of the results I get. So if you are looking for that extra edge, give Lyon County Chiropractic a call.
I am never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Tom Menage in Rock Rapids. State Farm is there.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology.
Tonight's game and all games during the summer brought to you by our fine sponsors: Frontier Bank, Premier Bank, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Lyon County Chiropractic, Lester Feed and Grain, State Farm, DRG Mechanical, and Wells Tax and Accounting. We'll come right back and we'll have the opening pitch. Jaden Baker will be on the mound facing the Mustangs after this.
What's Kasasa? It's like never getting surprised by an ATM fee. Bank local and we'll refund your ATM fees nationwide. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Welcome back to Borman Forster Fields. It'll be the catcher, Dalton Van Briesen, leading off for the Mustangs. Caleb DeCam, the center fielder, and the pitcher, Matt Matuska. Those will be the first three hitters of the game for the Mustangs. The Lions defensively, Brady right behind the plate, Baker on the mound, Van Wy and Metzger up the middle. At the corners, Bookout at first and Seepert at third. In the outfield, left to right, Brendan Huseman, Mitch Van Beek, and Zed Hymanson. Here's Van Briesen. Baker sets and delivers, and the first pitch in there for strike one. Second pitch of the game is up high and away, ball one. Lions looking for consistent starting pitching. They got a good start last night from Brant Bookout, hoping for a similar result here. He got a good start also, swing and a miss. Got a good start also the other night from Gable Seeperda. Hoping for a good third consecutive quality start would be great. If the Lions can get that. There's a swing and a foul tip. Baker on the season, he has had a rough go of it. 4 2/3 innings in 2 starts. He's allowed 9 runs, 4 of them earned. 8 walks has been the Achilles heel, but he has had 10 strikeouts. He has he's got that capability of being a strikeout pitcher. He's just got to be able to control the strike zone a little bit better and throw more strikes. There's a ball. It's probably why he gets so many strikeouts. He gets people thinking it's going to be a strike, but maybe it doesn't end up being a strike in the zone there. And just a little bit low, now all of a sudden a full count after he was ahead of him 1-2. Van Briesen on the season. 6 for 18. There's ball 4. He takes his 6th walk of the season, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Caleb DeCam. Cam on the season. 5 hits in 18 at-bats. There goes a pass ball, I would say. One and 0. Runner at second, nobody out here in the top of the first. There's a strike. Mustangs are coached by Brian Leuenberger. And the Lions are coached by Ben Docker. There's strike 2. Baker had the first hitter in a 1-2 hole. And then threw 3 straight balls. Looking to get him right here. 10th pitch of the inning for Baker. That's foul, and it hits right below us up here in the press box. That good thing that wasn't about 5 feet higher. Otherwise, that would have hit probably me. Right in the face, and that would not have been good. There's a strike 3 called, and a strikeout for Baker, his 11th of the season. Here's Matuska. Matuska takes a strike. He has 4 hits in 19 at-bats on the season. Has an RBI, 2 walks. He struck out 8 times, a .211 batting average. DeCam was a .278 hitter coming in. And Van Briesen was a .389 hitter coming into the game. One and one from Baker to Matuska. Then there's a strike. Matuska on the mound has been very good in 2 starts. He's went 12 1/3 innings. Only allowed 4 earned runs, a 2.27 ERA. There's a ball, 2-2. And we'll talk more about his pitching stats as Coach Leuenberger has, I believe, called him the ace of their staff before, so makes sense that they would throw him against the Lions here. Now full count to Matuska from Baker. Matuska on this season has only walked twice. There's a foul ball. Van Briesen at second base is 6 for 7 in stolen bases. Unlikely that he'll try it. Well, maybe 3-2 count, but there's only one out here. Oh, he is going here, and there's ball 4. Throw to third base, and he's safe. And that was probably a good call, as it looked like Seipert missed the tag. So now runners at the corners, and that'll bring up Klingenberg. There's a strike. Fakes a bunt, does Klingenberg. Klingenberg on this season, 3 for 17. 2 RBIs, 3 walks, he struck out 7 times. Swing and a miss. Nobody covering the second base bag. And easily getting there is Matuska. Swing and a miss, a strikeout. And there's 2 down. So 2 outs and 2 base runners. There's a ground ball to Van Wyatt short, and Bookout can't field the low hop from Van Wyatt. Engveld takes a strike. Mustangs have the 2-0 lead thanks to a couple of walks and the error. Swing and a miss. 0-2. At the plate is Nick Engveld, the right fielder, sorry. There's a ball in the dirt. Engveld goes, or takes the ball, and Nagel goes to third on a wild pitch. 1-2. There's a fly ball to left. Brendan Huseman out there makes the catch to end the inning, but a 2-run first inning for the Mustangs. We'll see if the Lions can copy that or even do better in their half of the first. Coming up after this.
Frontier Bank proudly brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Hi, Gable Steeperton here, steeplechase national champion and state champion in the 2 mile. I'm here to let you in on one of the secrets to my success.
Hey, Gable.
Hi, Katie. Chiropractic care works hand in hand with my training to make sure I'm performing at my best.
Come on back, Gable.
As former athletes, Dr. Hofer and Dr. Weber have the experience and understanding to know the stresses we athletes face. They are committed to making sure their athletes perform and function at their best. Lyon County Chiropractic is my natural choice in healthcare because of the results I get. So if you are looking for that extra edge, give Lyon County Chiropractic a call.
Here's Mitch Van Beek leading off the inning for the Lions. There's a fly to left center field. Back it goes into the gap. Mitch Van Beek with a leadoff double for the Lions. Quickly goes to work, does Van Beek. And that'll bring up Gable Sieper to the third baseman. Sieper to grounds one. And that's going to be an error over there at third.
Batting's number 10, shortstop, Riley Van Wyatt.
And now Van Wyatt with nobody out and runners at the corners. All of a sudden, the Lions could take the lead on one swing of the bat here by Van Wyatt. Takes a strike. Seeperta goes. And is easily at second base, nobody paying attention. There's a ball, 1-1. Van Wy, a .391 hitter on the season so far. 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. There's a strike, and it's 1-2. Van Wy has no problem being down in the count 1-2. He has hit in a count like that multiple times here this season. And there it is, a base hit past the third base glove of Klingenberg. And a run will score, and another run scores. Van Wy gets back to first base. And we have a tie game at 2, with nobody out here for the Lions. That'll bring up Jaden Baker, the pitcher. There's a ball, and Van Wy steals second base. Actually, it's 0-1. The called strike. There's a little flare to left, and that gets by the left fielder. Van Wy will come around third, and he scores with ease. Baker goes to second base on an error. Well, would you call it a hit or an error? I think I'll call it a hit, too. Call it a hit. Double for Baker. And now Brant Bookout. 3-2 Lions lead. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Bookout fouls that one away. And it's 0-2. There's a ball. 1-2. Matuska, 2.27 ERA coming in. And that one drops. Matuska can't play it. And that's going to be a hit as he didn't touch the ball. So, pop fly hit for Brant Bookout. And that'll bring up Brendan Huseman, the left fielder. Baker stayed put, of course. Didn't know if it was going to be caught. And it's a 1-0 to Huseman. Huseman on the season, 7 for 20. 3 RBIs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. There's a called strike. Huseman puts the ball in play a lot, as you just heard. Only 3 strikeouts in those 20 at-bats. There's one softly hit on the ground. Foul. 1-2. Still nobody out. Lions could really rip this thing open with a ball hit to the outfield, potentially. There's a ball. 2-2. There's a base hit under the glove of Klingenberg. And he bobbles the ball and left. Baker scores, and the Lions lead 4-2. Called strike to Ryan Metzger. Metzger on the season, 7 for 19, 6 runs scored. Metzger goes chasing that one. He has a double on the season, 6 RBIs. He's walked 3 times and struck out 4. There's a line drive into left, and it is actually caught. Throw back into the infield. Not going to be in time to double off anybody, but a well-hit ball by Metzger for an out. The first out of the inning.
Bags the catcher, number 7.
Here's the catcher, Brady Wright. 3 hits on the season. 4 RBIs. There's a pop-up. And it out of play. That was the 21st pitch of the game so far for Matuska, and he still only has 1 out. Book out at second, Huseman at first. There's a ball. Both runners advance. So runners both in scoring position now for Wright. And there's a ball. 2-1. There's a little chopper. Hit Brady Wright's foot, but they're saying it must have hit him in foul ground, or he was in foul ground, one of the two. 2-2. Here's a ground ball back to Matuska. Throws to first. And that takes care of Brady. That'll bring up Zed Hymanson, the right fielder. Two down, excuse me. There's a called strike to Hymanson. Hymanson on this season, 3 for 13, 5 runs scored, 5 RBIs, 3 sacrifices, 3 walks, struck out 4 times, 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. 1-1. There's a little flare, and Matuska's going to have to hurry, and he's got no chance. Little pop fly once again, and it's a base hit. Just placed it perfectly. Bookout scores, and the Lions extend their lead to a 3-run lead, 5-2. Here's Mitch Van Beek once again. Hymanson very well could be going on this first pitch. There's a ball. Van Beek started all this with a double earlier in the inning. And now he's hit by a pitch. And they are loaded up for Gable Sieperda. Sieperda reached on an error by Klingenberg. First pitch to Ciprta is fouled off towards the GLR dugout. 0-1. And there's strike two. And there's strike three called. Seipert is gone. And that ends the first inning. A long first inning. Comes to a close. Lions have the lead, 5-2. We head to inning number 2. And the Lions go back to defense after this.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields in town. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons in 2 years. Oh, the roots run deep as we grow our family. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way you want to be.
Premier Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The key to victory in sports starts with a good offense, which goes along with a great defense. This concept also applies to income taxes. The best way to make sure you're properly completing the many tax forms required and to ensure you're reporting all your income and claiming all allowable deductions is to take your information to a professional. Hi, this is Carmen at DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants. We can also help you with anything that has to do with accounting. We are located in Rock Rapids and Laverne, or find us on the web at denoblepc.com.
It'll be the bottom of the order for the Mustangs here in the top of the second inning. Al Aikens leading it off, the shortstop. Baker back to work, looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. There's a strike. There's a little flare. Van Wy bare hands, but it's not going to be in time as Van Wy and Metzger couldn't decide who was going to get it. That'll be a base hit. We've had 3 pop fly base hits in the infield. Here is Haken. There's a strike to Haken. The DH batting for Cole Riemersma, the first baseman. Aikens gets back in. Swing and a miss. Josh Haken on this season, 1 for 6 with 2 runs scored. Al Aikens on the season. It's 3 for 3. Stolen base attempts. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. For the first out, and here's Blake Johnson, the second baseman. There's a ball up and away. 1-0 from Baker. There's a ball 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Eikens might go. Good pitch to steal on. He does go. There's a strike. Throw to second, not in time. 2-2. Still only one out. Runner at second base is Eikens. His 4th of the year. Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Baker. That'll bring up the top of the order again, and Van Briesen. Van Briesen walked his first time and would score. There's a ball, 1-0. Ground ball to short. Van Wy fields. Throws a strike to first baseman Bookout. And a leadoff single by Eikens does not get the job done for the Mustangs as Baker gets out of the inning unscathed. We go to the bottom half where the Lions will try and extend their 5-2 lead.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Here at Central Lyon, we offer equal opportunities in a fun learning environment.
Students K through 12 participate in a wide variety of activities in and out of the classroom.
Teachers here at Central Lyon go the extra mile to help students achieve their academic goals.
Central Lyon, setting the standard for success.
Lester Feed and Grain is your locally owned elevator. It's that time of year again. Time to start thinking about your 2017 seed orders. Neil at Lester Feed and Grain is happy to visit with you about DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and Stein products. As every farming operation is unique, so are the genetics and traits that you need for each acre. Remember, Lester Feed and Grain will be accepting soybeans at our Edna location this harvest season.
Here's Riley Van Wy leading off. There's a ground ball, bobbled by Klingenberg. No chance to get Van Wy. And that'll be an error on Klingenberg. Here's Baker. Nobody out for Baker. Check on Van Wy. He dives in safely. There's a strike. Van Wy steals second base. Van Wy calls time. There's a ball to Baker. Baker, his first time. Doubled to left field. Out of the reach of Lucas Nagel, the left fielder. And there's ball 2. 37 pitches so far here for Matuska. 4 pitches in to the second inning. And there was one he was late on, Baker. And it's 2-2. Popped up and out of play. There's a ball. Full count pitch, grounded back to Matuska. And Baker is out.
He's the first base.
Here's Brandt, book out. Book out, rips one into left center field, down for at least a single. He might try for 2, and the throw to second is cut off. I think we'll give book out a double on that one. Well, Coach Pashong says single and an error. And that'll bring up Huseman. There's a catch in center. Van Wy scored on that last play. 6-2 Lions. There's the first out. Second out. Ball 1.
Yes, we do.
One and one. To Metzger. There's a ball, 2-1. Metzger, his first time. Lined out to left. Hit it pretty well, too. There's a ball. 3-1. There's a strike and a full count. 2 outs, big book out at second base. And Metzger fouls that one straight back. There's a pop-up, Klingenberg is not going to get there. Stays in play, I believe, though. Foul ball, but it was in the field of play, I should say. Wasn't a fair ball. Metzger battling here. Three-two pitch. Runner at second is Book out. There's a ground ball to short. Eikens bobbles it. And I think I'm going to give him an error. Here's Brady Wright. He grounded back to Matuska. His first time up. Runners at the corners with two down. Ball one. If the inning continues, Zed Hymanson will hit next. Two and 0. Hymanson reached on an infield pop-up single. We've had a few of those already tonight. Two for the Lions, one on the GLR side. Brady swings and misses. It's a ground ball to second under his glove, and the run will score, and it's 7-2. Carter Kroll will run at first for Brady Wright. Two down still. Here's Hymanson. As I said, had that single. Runners at first and second with two down. There's a called strike. Both runs for the Lions in this inning, I believe, have been with two out. Here's Hymanson with a little ground ball. Matuska fields. Almost didn't make the play, but composes himself and throws to first to end the second. But the Lions grab two more and now lead by 5 as we go to the third inning.
Hi, Gable Seaford here, steeplechase national champion and state champion in the 2-mile. I'm here to let you in on one of the secrets to my success.
Hey, Gable.
Hi, Katie. Chiropractic care works hand in hand with my training to make sure I'm performing at my best.
Come on back, Gable.
As former athletes, Dr. Hofer and Dr. Weber have the experience and understanding to know the stresses we athletes face. They are committed to making sure their athletes perform and function at their best. Lyon County Chiropractic is my natural choice in healthcare because of the results I get, so if you are looking for that extra edge, give Lyon County Chiropractic a call.
What's Kasasa? It's like never getting surprised by an ATM fee. Bank local and will refund your ATM fees nationwide. Ask for free Casasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Leading off the third is Caleb DeCam, the center fielder. There's a swing and a miss for Baker. Cam is 0 for 1. Close pitch, but a ball. Cam struck out looking his first time. Up and away, ball 2. Baker should be able to throw strikes comfortably. His team's up by 5 runs. Nobody out, nobody on base. There's a swing and a miss. 2-2. There's a swing and a foul. And now full count. Swing and a miss, a strikeout. DeCam has gone down striking out both times, once swinging and once looking. Here's Matuska. Swing and a miss. I believe Matuska walked his first time. And that is exactly what he did. There's a ball left upstairs. Nate Klingenberg will hit next, the third baseman. I'm sure he's going to try and get on base anyway, as he's been struggling in the field with a couple of errors. 1-2 to the pitcher, Matt Matuska. An open stance. Swing and a ground ball to third. Sieperta bobbles it. And it'll be an error allowing Matuska to reach. That'll bring up Klingenberg. Courtesy runner. Number 14, it's Braden Smith.
Running at first base.
Smith safe on an attempted pickoff. There's a strike to Klingenberg. 0 for 1 in the game. I believe he struck out as well. He struck out swinging. There's a swing and a miss. Klingenberg way late on that. 0-2 quickly to Klingenberg. Runner at first in Smith. And there's a ball, 1-2. Good pitch, though, because the way that Klingenberg swung at that last one, he might have been swinging at anything there. 1-2. There's strike 3 called. Klingenberg on strikes, this time looking. Baker both outs in the inning on strikeouts. Here is Nagel. Smith still at first. Here's a swing and a miss. Baker starting to settle down a little bit after the base runner got on. There's a little flare into shallow right. Metzger couldn't get to it, just over his head by a couple of feet. And a little flare for a base hit. Here's Nick Angeveld, right fielder. Runners at first and second with 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. Baker gets ahead again. It was about the weakest hit ball, but it did the job. Left up high that time, 1-1. Baker right now at 56 pitches. 19 have come in this inning. There's the ball. 2-1. A little bit low. Brady Wright tried to frame it, but did not work. There's a pitch on the outside corner. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on. And here's the pitch. Baker delivers just about the same spot as the last one, but it's called ball 3, and now the runners will take off on the pitch. There goes the runners. And they tag out the runner. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the 3rd. Lions lead 7-2 back after this.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields in town. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons in 2 years. Oh, the roots run deep as we grow our family. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way you want to be.
Premier Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by our fine sponsors, Frontier Bank, Premier Bank, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Lester Feed and Grain, Lyon County Chiropractic, State Farm, DRG Mechanical, and Wells Tax and Accounting. Back to Borman Forster Fields right after this. Mitch Van Beek leads off the inning for the Lions. And here's Eikens to throw. Got him by a half a step. First time Van Beek was retired, he doubled his first time and was hit by a pitch last time. That'll bring up Gable Cipreda. Sepra swings and hits it deep to center field, back and over the head of the center fielder, DeCam. Sepra's got 2. He wants 3, and he's going to be in there safely with a triple. Line drive triple over the head of DeCam. In center field, here's Van Wy. Van Wy 1 for 2. Takes ball 1. Van Wy singled and reached on an error. Sepra will score on a wild pitch. 2-0. Lions lead is 8-2. Two and 0 from Klingenberg. There's a ball, nearly hitting Van Wy. Baker on deck. There's ball 4. 4-pitch walk puts Van Wy aboard with only 1 out. Lions lead 8-2. Baker coming to the plate. Van Wy has stolen second at least once. He might have 2 stolen bases. And he has 2. Called strike to Baker. Van Wy with his 3rd stolen base. And strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. Baker lines it into right center field. Van Wy coming around 3rd. He will score on Jaden Baker's 2nd hit of the game.
You're right.
Here's Bookout. The 0-1, Bookout lines it into shallow center field for a base hit. Baker will round second and stay there. And probably a good decision as DeCam got there a little quicker than I thought he would. And that'll bring up Brendan Huseman. Huseman 1 for 2 in the game. Single to left and a line out to center. Ball 1. Lions now lead 9-2. Still only 1 out. There's a base hit into left field. Baker going to be waved around, and he bobbles it in left field. Easily Baker will score. Bookout at second base. 10-2 Lions lead. I think we'll give him an RBI. I think Baker would have scored anyway. So I won't even give him an error because nobody else advanced. 10-2 Lions lead, still only one out. Here's Metzger's swing and a miss. That'll bring up Brady Wright, who's on deck after Metzger hits here. Here's a ball hit back to the pitcher. He gets the force at third. Metzger beats out the ball to second. Or to first, excuse me. And that'll bring up Brady. Two down, Brady Wright at the plate. 0 for 2. Runners at first and second. He takes up high, ball 1. Popped it up. Third baseman Klingenberg, and he almost drops the ball. He does go to the ground, but he hangs on for the out. We go to the 4th inning. Lions add 3 more runs, 10-2. As we come back, it'll be the 4th inning. Baker coming back out, looking for a better inning here.
I am never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Tom Menage in Rock Rapids. State Farm is there.
The key to victory in sports starts with a good offense, which goes along with a great defense. This concept also applies to income taxes. The best way to make sure you're properly completing the many tax forms required and to ensure you're reporting all your income and claiming all allowable deductions is to take your information to a professional. Hi, this is Carmen at DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants. We can also help you with anything that has to do with accounting. We are located in Rock Rapids and Laverne, or find us on the web at denoblepc.com.
Here's shortstop Al Aikens leading off. Again, it's the bottom third of the lineup for the Mustangs. Aikens 1 for 1 with a base hit. I believe it was a single in the infield. There's a strike. Baker throws his 61st pitch of the game. There's a ground ball to third. Sieperda has a chance, and he executes it beautifully. After an error earlier, definitely wanted to make the play, and he did, out number 1. Here's the DH Haken. Again, he batting for Cole Riemersma, the second baseman. Ball 1 as he fakes a bunt or pulls it back. Blake Johnson, the second baseman, on deck. Haken 0 for 1. And I believe he walked. Nope, he just has had one at bat. Struck out swinging. There's a pop out, and Brady Wright out of the crouch quickly makes the catch. And Baker could be on his way to a quick inning here. Hopefully I didn't just spoil it here, but that'll bring up Blake Johnson. Ball one. There's a strike. Baker at 6 pitches, got 2 outs so far, 1-1 count here. Johnson nearly hit by the pitch. Don't think he was. You would have heard probably not that sound. Two one, and that's a ball in the dirt. 3-1. Swing and a miss, a strike. Full count now. Baker trying to get him on his 10th pitch of the inning. And Johnson with a ground ball. Van Wy pretty deep in the hole. It's short, throws, and just beat it out. It's a good call, but very, very close. Safe by a half a step, if that. It'll be an infield single. That close from a 1-2-3 inning, the first of the game for Baker. So Johnson reaches. Oh. Close to a strike, but the umpire says not. And there's a ball, 2-0. Baker at 72 pitches. This will be his 13th of the inning. There's a strike. Looks about like where the first pitch of the at-bat was, but this one must have been a little closer according to the umpire. 2-1. There's a ball, 3-1. Here's a ball. And it's a walk. Runners at first and second with 2 down. That'll bring up Caleb DeCam, the center fielder. There's a strike. The 0-1 from Baker. In the dirt. Left up high, 2-1. Baker has struggled with control his entire career on the mound. And there's a little fly ball foul down the right field line. 2-2. 2-2, 2 out, and 2 on. Do another 2-2 pitch here. And that one was closer to us right here. Just about. Waving the hat as a symbol of the white flag. We're surrendering up here. And there's a ball, 3-2. Full count, runner gets back. Looks like the runner at second, the Johnson might be a little shaken up. They will continue. All four. And the bases are loaded. Still with 2 outs.
Batting's the pitcher, number 10, Matt Matuska.
That'll bring out Coach Docker to talk and maybe make a pitching change. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And guess who is coming in to pitch? Riley Van Wy, the number 1 bullpen arm for the Lions. We'll see what he can do here. Maybe get out of the 4th inning unscathed. Baker will go out to right field. Hymanson will go to third. Sieperda goes to short. We'll be back to finish the 4th inning, or the top of the 4th inning, after this.
I am never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Tom Menage in Rock Rapids. State Farm is there.
Lester Feed and Grain is your locally owned elevator. It's that time of year again. Time to start thinking about your 2017 seed orders. Neil at Lester Feed and Grain is happy to visit with you about DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and Stein products. As every farming operation is unique, so are the genetics and traits that you need for each acre. Remember, Lester Feed and Grain will be accepting soybeans at our Edna location this harvest season.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Riley Van Wy delivers strike 1. One and two the count. 2-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. There's a ground ball. Second baseman Metzger, plenty of time, sets and fires, and the Mustangs leave the bases loaded in the fourth. We go to the bottom half, where the Lions will try to extend their 10-2 lead.
What's Kasasa? It's like never getting surprised by an ATM fee. Bank local and will refund your ATM fees nationwide. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Matuska back on the mound. Matuska back on the mound. And he's pitched 3 innings so far. Three innings, 11 hits, 10 runs, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit batter. Lions have left 7 on base tonight. And he's allowed 4 stolen bases. He's thrown 2 wild pitches. Those are the numbers on Matt Matuska. Numbers on Baker. Baker ends with a 3 2/3 innings. 3 hits, 2 runs, both unearned. 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. He allowed 3 stolen bases, had 1 wild pitch. Mustangs have left 4 on base. Here is Zed Hymanson now playing third base. The Lions get 2 runs here and hold the Mustangs in the top of the 5th. That's a fair ball. And another error, I would say. Might not have had him anyway, but definitely had a chance to get him. Here's a ground ball to short. Eikens will not get one as they drop the ball.
Batting's number 8, shortstop, Gable Sieberda.
Here's Sieberda, the shortstop. Fouled that one off. First and second, nobody out. Sieberda takes a ball. It's a loud ball call by the umpire. Probably because it was a close pitch. There's a fly into right center. DeCam, no, it's the right fielder. Hengeveld. And out number 1, here's Van Wy. Still with 1 down, runners at first and second. Van Wy, 1 for 2. I believe he's reached all 3 times. There's a fly to left center field. DeCam is back at the fence, and he makes the catch. Nice catch. A run. Hymanson scores all the way from second base. I think you got to give Van Wy a sacrifice fly on that. There's not much else you can do. They're going to throw back to second to make sure he tagged up, and he did. Here's Jaden Baker, 2 for 3. Pitch to Baker is swung on and fouled. Baker 2 for 3, a double and a single. And an RBI. 1-1. There's a ball. 2-1. Good pitch to steal on, but with the Lions leading by 9, no sense in trying to steal second. There's a chopper. No, not past him. He throws. And they get him. 2 end the inning. Lions grab 1. But leave Van Beek at first base. We go to the 5th inning. Lions by 9.
Lester Feed and Grain is your locally owned elevator. It's that time of year again. Time to start thinking about your 2017 seed orders. Neil at Lester Feed and Grain is happy to visit with you about DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and Stein products. As every farming operation is unique, so are the genetics and traits that you need for each acre. Remember, Lester Feed and Grain will be accepting soybeans at our Edna location this harvest season.
Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success. Here at Central Lyon, we have a tradition of excellence and take pride in our quality education. Central Lyon has undergone many changes over the years, but our mission has remained the same: to provide an education and the opportunity for all students to become productive, lifelong learners. Our rich history combines with our state-of-the-art facilities to give students the best of both worlds. Our students have access to the newest technology, dedicated teachers, and a community that supports our efforts. Central Lyon Community School District, setting the standard for success.
Here's Nate Klingenberg with Van Wy out pitching. And ball 1. There's a strike. 1-1. End of the first quarter just a few minutes ago in the NBA Finals Game 4. There's a ball, and Cleveland had the big lead, 48-31. Still a long game left, and we know Golden State can hit threes like nobody else. 2-2. So that one's definitely far from over, I would say. Even though Cleveland definitely off to a good start. Foul ball. And there's ball 3, a full count. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat from Van Wy. Swing and a miss, strikeout. Here's Nagel, 1 for 2. 1 for 2 on the game. He hit a single. There's a pop-up to Metzger. There's a foul ball. And he reached on an error by Van Wy. Hankeveld, the right fielder, will hit next. Time called by Brady Wright. He heads out to the mound. We'll see what kind of a strategy they were talking here. Maybe curveball. It looked like that was a curveball that just didn't break. 1-1. There's a fastball down in the dirt. 2-1. There's a ball. 3-1. Full count. Swing and a ground ball. Seaperta knocks it down, but that'll be a base hit. Here's Hingeveld. And Hingeveld takes a strike. There's a fly ball to center. Mitch Van Beek camps under it. Throw to first base. Double him off, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Lions will try and win it with 1 run is all they need when we come back.
It's the way the sun goes down, the orange light on the fields in town. It's the sounds that we hear, the changing seasons in 2 years. Oh, the roots run deep as we grow our family. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way you want to be.
Premier Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The key to victory in sports starts with a good offense, which goes along with a great defense. This concept also applies to income taxes. The best way to make sure you're properly completing the many tax forms required and to ensure you're reporting all your income and claiming all allowable deductions is to take your information to a professional. Hi, this is Carmen at DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Certified Public Accountants. We can also help you with anything that has to do with accounting. We are located in Rock Rapids and Laverne, or find us on the web at denoblepc.com.
3-0 is the and ball 4, book out walks. Sorry, we were trying to figure out the changes here, and we'll have those for you in a moment. Here are the changes. Matuska goes behind the plate. DeCam comes in from center to pitch. And Van Briesen goes to center field. And Carter Kroll comes in to courtesy run for Brant Bookout. There's a strike to Brendan Huseman. Nobody out with Carter Kroll at first base, representing the game-winning run. There's a ball, 1-1. Lions trying to end it here in the 5th. There's a ball, 2-1. Two and one, a good count to Steele. Kroll stays, and there's a ground ball to short. They will get 1 and not 2. Fielder's choice allows Huseman to reach. Here's Ryan Metzger. Takes ball 1. Huseman goes, pitch in the dirt, throw to second base. Not in time. Huseman didn't slide there either. Very lucky the umpire didn't call him out for that. Looked like it was pretty close actually too. 2-0. Hit the umpire right in the chest. Maybe even above the chest, in the throat potentially. Not quite sure. Coming up after the game, we'll have a brief post-game show. Two and one. Umpire still trying to recover here for a moment or two. Gets an applause from the fans. Two and one. There's a ball, 3-1 to Metzger with the game-winning run at second base. 1 out here in the 5th. Brady Wright on deck. Popped up. Matuska drops the ball. New life for Ryan Metzger. So it's not an error because it's a foul ball. But big mental mistake. And ball 4, Metzger takes a walk. Brady Wright with a chance to win it. It'd be fitting for Brady to be able to end this. He's had a rough night at the plate. Nothing makes you feel better about yourself than walking it off. Obviously not an official walk-off, but it would get the Lions the win. 1 strike. Brady Wright swings and fouls it back and out of play. Hymanson on deck. Ball left up. Huseman out at third base. Huseman's out. Metzger representing the winning run. There's a ball. And there's a balk call. And now Metzger is where Huseman would have been, but there's still 2 outs. Two and 2 the count. There's a foul ball. Actually, it is still 1 and 2. The balk does not count as a pitch. I believe that would have been a ball, though, if it was. And there's ball 2 finally. Really, all Brady has to do is beat out a ground ball. And he fouls that one away. Battling up there. Ball 3 and a full count with Hymanson on deck. Ball 4, Brady Wright draws a walk. A great at bat.
Batting to third baseman, number 6, Zed Hymanson.
Umpire. Now it's 3-2. Pretty sure it was 3-2 anyway, but the umpire says not. Here's a ground ball and a base hit. The game's over. Well, we'll take that anyway. Back for post-game after this.
What's Kasasa? It's like never getting surprised by an ATM fee. Bank local and we'll refund your ATM fees nationwide. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Frontier Bank.
Welcome back. Here's the statistics from the game. Again, Lions winning 12-2 in 5 innings. Back-to-back home games they've been able to win in 5 innings. Baker went 3 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 unearned runs, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. Riley Van Wy went an inning and a third. No walks, only 1 hit, 1 strikeout. No runs allowed. Batting for the Lions, it was very good for the Lions, to say the least. 12 hits. Van Beek had 1, a double, a run scored. Sieperda had 1, a triple, 2 runs scored. Van Wy 3 for 4 with a single. 1 for 3 with a single. 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. He walked. Baker 2 for 4, a single, a double. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And Bookout had 3 hits, 2 runs scored. And Brady Wright with a game-winning hit to end it, an RBI. Zed Hymanson with a base hit and an RBI. That is the final statistics for the Lions as they get the win here. 12-2, the final. We will see you next week for our next broadcast here on YouTube. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. I'm Carson Schubert saying see you next time.